Hello student, today my topic is law of thermochemistry. It is based on first law of thermodynamics. What is first law of thermodynamics? The energy neither be created nor be destroyed. It changes from one form to another form. So first law is law of Lavoisier and Laplace. The amount of heat required to dissociate a compound into constituent element is equal to the amount of heat evolved in the formation of compound from its constituent element. For example, if we have to just want carbon dioxide, then these two elements are just combined with each other to form carbon dioxide, and this much of heat energy get released, minus 94 kilocal. Now if we want to just depart C from O, then also heat is absorbed in the positive, because here the heat is absorbed, here heat is evolved and here heat is absorbed, because upper reaction is exothermic and lower reaction is endothermic. That is why the sign is minus and plus. So this law is applicable to all the chemical reaction. Now second law is Hess law of constant heat summation. Russian scientist Hess 1840 gave this law based upon law of conservation of energy. Conservation means to protect the energy. Energy just change from one position form to another form. It neither be created nor be destroyed. That is the conservation of energy. According to him, if a chemical change is made to take place in two or more different ways, whether in one step or several steps, the total amount of energy, remember the total amount of heat energy evolved or absorbed during the total change is the same, no matter by which method of change has using. For example, if there is a reaction between A and Z, so A is directly changes to Z, and here it takes several steps to change to Z, that is A to B, B to C and C to Z. So the enthalpy take place in one step is equal to several steps. For example, in first method, A to Z is capital Q, that is heat, and these are the symbol of heat, these are the also symbol of heat. But in second method, A is first converted into B, B is converted into C and C is converted into Z. So whether the reaction take place in one step or several steps, this heat is always equal to each other. Here capital Q is equal to Q1, Q2, Q3. Whether it take place in first step or several steps, the Q is same for every reaction. Now what is the significance of Hess law? First is calculation of heat of reaction. Sometimes it is not possible to determine experimentally the heat absorbed or evolved in a single reaction. So it is determined by Hess law. This is the reaction taking place in two steps. So sorry, heat of formation is equal to A plus B. Now this is the same reaction taking place in one step. The formation of CO2 is here also and the formation of CO2 is here also. Now in first step it is equal to C, which is equal to A plus B, because the same reaction take place in two steps. So the heat evolved or absorbed is equal. Now next is calculation of heat of formation of compound. Suppose the reaction take place where heat get evolved, that is exothermic reaction. In these three reactions, the enthalpy is in the minus or in the subtraction. So this means the heat is evolved. So to remove this sign, fraction sign, we have to multiply whole reaction with 2 to remove this fraction sign in third reaction. So when we calculate, so the digit also multiply by 2, the heat of reaction is also multiplied by 2, because the reaction get multiplied by 2. So if we evaluate all these values, we get minus 180.0 kilocal. Now next is calculation of heat of allotropic transformation. Carbon has two allotropic form, that is graphite and diamond. Suppose diamond is react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. It has this heat is evolved. That is why the enthalpy is in minus 94.5 kilocal. Now if the graphite again reacted with O2 and formed CO2, then also heat is evolved, but here it is 94 kilocal. Now heat of transformation diamond to graphite is this. We just subtract both these reaction and we get minus 0.5 kilocal. So this is how we just calculate the heat of allotropic transformation. Now next is calculation of bond energy. The value of bond energy is not same for the compound, although same type of bond between two atoms. Here two atoms take place, carbon and hydrogen. The bond between two atoms are same, but here it is CH4, here it is CH3, here it is CH2 and here it is CH. So each and every bond have different enthalpy. CH4 have 431 kilojoule per mole, CH3 have 364 kilojoule per mole, and CH2 have 352 kilojoule per mole, and C and H have 339 kilojoule per mole. If we add all of this, we have 1664 kilojoule per mole. In single step this reaction take place and the enthalpy is same. So we know that average bond energy of C and H bond is equal to dissociation energy of CH4 upon 4, because here H is 4, here H is 4, so dissociation energy is divided by 4. So we get 416 kilojoule per mole. Similarly, dissociation energy of water, here H is 2, then we divide this dissociation energy by 2 and we get 470 kilojoule per mole. Now resonance energy is equal to experimental heat of formation of compound, that is A, minus heat of formation of compound calculated by the bond energy, that is A minus B is equal to this resonance energy. We know that benzene have 6 carbon in it. Say 3 carbon have single bond and 3 carbon have double bond. So altogether they have 6 carbon bond, which is minus just subtract by bond energy between CC single bond and CC double bond. Both have different energy. That is why these are just get add up and they just deduct from 6 carbon bond. So my question is for today, what is law of thermochemistry? Explain. Thank you.